Hello and welcome. As we come into this beautiful space together, I want to take a moment to give my thanks to Great Spirit for this live channeled energy that wants to be here with you today. As a facilitator of energy now for over 35 years, it has been my great joy and my great pleasure to be open to the information that wants to assist others on the earth plane. As we come into these moments together today, there is the soft smell of sage burning here in the room. There is a feeling of quiet energy around the space. The candle is burning, and there is this warm, deep feeling of love coming through me to you at this time. As we take a few moments and look into the month of January, we can see that many of you are what we might say changing your lives or shuffling around your life. Many people have come to a new space within themselves where they feel it is time to reveal or unveil some deeper part of the spirit that is them. This comes to each soul in divine and perfect timing. As we look into your world, we often see the frantic hurry, the frantic competition, the sorrow that comes from weighing yourselves up against things that are unimportant. As souls, the soul of you and the body of you is here in living form. The body of you responds to nature around you, to the elements of earth, water, air, and light, or fire. And as we take a moment here, we want to feel a moment of connection to the earth. We want to imagine that deep, beautiful forest, that deep clearing in the forest, the cool mountain stream that enters the space, that is just there in the distance. We want to imagine our feeling of our bare feet on the earth, feeling the great power of Great Mother Earth as we connect the dynamic energy of the physical body into the energy of the infinite body. Great, beautiful streams of light are coming through to each of you now. There will be moments when you feel ill at ease. There will be moments when you feel restless or low, or moments when you feel you are not quite sure what your next step or movement needs to be. But with every step, with every movement, comes the requirement of learning the art of becoming still. When you can learn to still your body, to tune into all the sounds around your body, to understand that the silence is a voice within itself. We urge you now, during this time, to take a moment and close your eyes, to just listen and be aware of the soft beat of your heart. Becoming aware of the blood pulsing from your heart throughout your whole body temple. Let yourself imagine that your bare feet are connecting, making connection with the great bed of earth in the forest. Let yourself imagine a great tall tree presiding over the sacred circle in the forest. Let yourself experiment with the simple action of becoming still. Letting your whole body completely release any need of movement, any need of struggle. And see where you may be able to release any thoughts, where you may be mistreating your body, speaking to it with words of criticism or judgment. Take a moment and see if you can let those words, those old interior thoughts, just fall away from your body. These are things that you no longer are required to carry. Now is a new time, a time when each beautiful soul is feeling the energy, the requirement at some level of your spiritual being, the spirit of yourself. There is now a new time ahead, a time to rise out of old patterns, old judgments, old reasons that may have held you back for long periods of time preceding this moment. Often we see that the human spirit finds many ways of detouring itself from the path of their own wonder. When we look to the forest, when we look to the mountains, when we look to the water, when we look to the sun or the moon, we simply remain in awe of that wonder. And yet the body and the spirit of you is connected to all of those wonders of your world. Your minds often take you along pathways that are unhealthy to you, pathways of negative thought, pathways of replaying past history, or pathways of overplaying what you feel your future needs to be. Yet here in this moment, as you still your body, as you listen to the channel of this voice, as you allow yourself to just be here, all of those stories, all of those internal conversations just completely melt away. Here in January, you are being given the gift of a new time. A time to release all that has previously been experienced. A time to look over your own story, to forgive and release all elements of those stories. Here is your new moment. A moment of coming into new understanding with the true spirit nature of yourself. Deep within you, a beautiful inner voice is gently urging you, calling you towards a greater union with your own spirit. For it is in the seed of the Spirit, as it is with the seed of an oak tree, that the mighty oak grows from the seed. We wish to remind you that everything you ever needed for your journey is already inherent in the nature of yourself. Perhaps life has been difficult. Perhaps it has been extremely challenging. Perhaps you have learned ways of avoiding the very thing you need to do. And we say to you, we understand. The world is a busy, fast-moving place. And it is very good at disturbing you and detouring you from that which matters. But as we gather here with you now, and will continue to gather with you each time you tune in, we want to remind you to release the load. The load you carry on your back. The load you carry in your mind. The load you carry around your heart space. In any given moment, you are a spirit of free will. And your spirit is wild and adventurous. Your spirit is inquisitive and loving. And it is so much more vast and magnificent than your mind gives you credit for. Your previous experiences are simply that. They are past experiences that no longer need to detour or hinder your future path. Take a moment and imagine a beautiful new pathway opening up in front of you. A clearing through the magnificent forest. sunlight streaming through the canopy, a new horizon ahead. And now bring to your consciousness the fact that you are not walking this lifetime alone. Surrounding you, streams of light, angels, guides, companions, everything you need in any moment to help you take your first step forward. Lose the need of asking, how shall I change my life? How will I do this? How will I have the money? How will I find the way? Instead, move your innermost spirit to the knowing that you will know exactly when to act, when to move, what new step to take in the right and perfect moment. Because Great Spirit only guides you in right and perfect timing. Right and perfect timing is guiding you now. These words have come to you exactly in the moment you needed to hear them. Love is with you and for you. And whatever you need to release now in order to move forward, to rise up within, you can allow yourself to let go and to move into a willingness to embrace the new part of yourself, however that decides to show up in your world. Become the listener. Become the visionary. Stop filling your world with noise, with negative pollution, with negative foods, with negative substance. Allow yourself and the Great Spirit of you to simply tune in to listening. Your emotions are a guide to what is going on in your mind. If it helps you to imagine yourself surrounded with light angels or guides or warriors, whatever you feel you need to imagine will come to you. Allow yourself to feel your heart, to notice that your breath is easy, that your body is quiet, that the space in your mind is clear. Take a moment to give thanks to the Great Spirit that lovingly guides you now through all areas of your life. And allow this practice to remain with you throughout your day, whenever you are uncertain or unsure or feeling fragile or anxious or alone, bring your hands to your heart, bow to Great Spirit, and say, thank you for your light. Thank you for this guidance. All is made well in my world. I see clearly now. Take a breath. Feel that new wave of peace through your body. Gently open your eyes. And I hope you will join me here very soon again for more messages with Great Spirit.